I want to thank Armin and the Knights of Arton and all of you who keep coming back here every year, and you need to keep coming back until we succeed in Congress in having Congress recognize the Armenian genocide. You know, last year and every year when I talk to my colleagues about the need to vote for the genocide recognition resolution in committee or ultimately on the floor, there are those who ask me, why do you talk about something that occurred almost 100 years ago? And then sometimes they say, you know, there's a Republic of Armenia, there's a Republic of Nagorno-Karabakh. Why don't you spend your time trying to protect them rather than talking about the Armenian genocide? And my answer always is that we need to do both. And the reason we need to do both has to do with Armenia, but it also has to do with human rights in general. Because all of you know that today there are forces out there that would wipe out Nagorno-Karabakh, wipe out Armenia. Today's Holocaust Remembrance Day, there are forces out there that would wipe out Israel if they could. The fact of the matter is, all you have to do is listen to what President Obama said in the last month or so when he decided to join in the effort in Libya, and he said that it was necessary because Gaddafi was trying to slaughter or massacre Libyan civilians. The fact of the matter is that genocides continue to take place. And if we deny them, or let the deniers, in this case the Turks or anyone else, get away with it, it will continue to happen and it'll continue to be magnified and be greater every day. You know, last week was Easter, of course, was the official April 24th genocide commemoration. And I happened to be going down Massachusetts Avenue past the Turkish embassy. Many of you know that every year the Armenians in Washington have a demonstration on the 24th outside the embassy. But it was interesting because the Turks this year also had a counter demonstration, as oftentimes they do. And they had a huge banner that said, Armenian lives. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm sure you have, that the rhetoric and the aggressiveness on the other side, whether it's from the Turks or from the Azeris, is much greater now than it ever was before. Those who would deny the Armenian genocide have become more aggressive, and we need to be more aggressive as well. In the Armenian caucus,